Good morning, everybody. This is Mike coming live to you from JIEI, and I'm here with my colleague and pal, Ian. Ian, say hello.
Good morning, afternoon, everybody.
So, you're very lucky that we have Ian with us here today. Ian is our resident video guru. He is really good at putting together videos, podcasts, you name it, and he is our tech expert. So I thought he would be the perfect person to walk us through today's lesson with Screencastify. Ian, thanks
I'll
for
do
being
my
here.
best.
All
Yeah,
right.
my pleasure, my pleasure. I'll do my best.
So first things first, let's talk about 2020. It's a crazy year. There's a thing called coronavirus going on. Has it affected your classes?
Yeah, I would say that it has driven a lot of content to be shared online. And in order to share content online most efficiently, I found that making lecture videos to share with students that they can watch on their own time is a very effective way to share my curriculum without them falling too far behind.
Ah, nice. So Screencastify, is it something you definitely recommend for our trainees to use?
Oh, 100%. Screencastify is an extension to the Google Chrome browser, which allows the user to share three things. They can share the computer screen that they're working on, so they
Okay.
can share a presentation. They can share audio, so they can speak into a microphone in order to speak to the students. And
Okay.
finally, they can share a video screen to show them their face talking to the students.
Nice. It sounds like even though you don't have the students there in person to lecture to, you're able to provide them lectures online along with your presentation.
Yeah, and I'm a very strong proponent of flipped learning. And so using Screencastify has really helped me flip my classroom in a time effective way.
That's great. So before we get started, why don't you tell us how often you use Screencastify?
Oh, this year I've used Screencastify almost every day.
Nice. Okay, well, let's get started. First things first, from a blank slate, we're looking at a blank screen. How do we even get Screencastify? Where do we find it?
That's a good question. So first, let's start in a Google search. We need to find the Chrome store, Chrome Web Store, my first result right here. The Chrome Web Store has an almost infinite number of apps and add-ons to add to your Google Chrome extension to improve your internet or educational experience. So let's search the store. This is called Screencastify.
So there's a lot of tools here, a lot of third-party apps from Chrome that you can use to make your lessons better.
Oh, absolutely. There's almost a near infinite amount. So, whatever your educational needs or whatever you might want to do, there's probably an app for that.
Yes, I like it.
So, I searched for Screencastify. I found Screencastify. So, let's add to Chrome,
Okay.
add extension. Boom! Screencastify video recorder has been added to Chrome. But I can't see it. If I click on this puzzle piece and I click on this pin right here, this lets me see the Screencastify icon on my taskbar. The
Nice.
Screencastify icon looks like a play button with a camera inside.
Okay.
Let's click on this icon, and we need to set up with a Google account. So you do need a Google account in order to set up Screencastify.
Yeah, Google makes the world go around.
Ordinarily, you have to go through some quick permissions to allow, but mine is already prepared. So now I am ready to screencast and make a lovely video.
Okay, so can you take us step by step? Say you've just made a Google Slides or PowerPoint, and you're not going to be able to lecture to your students in person, but you want to add this to your classroom platform like Google Classroom, or you want to send it to students. Start us from step one, like how you even open your presentation and how to get there.
Okay, so here I am in Google Drive. I'll double click on this presentation I have called Follow Up. Okay, I have a slide here called Follow Up,
Looks
which
good.
which I want to discuss on my lecture video. When my slide is ready, as you notice, Mike, there's actually a interesting bald spot on my slide. Do you know what that might be for?
I see that and I have a guess. Are
Okay.
you going to put your video or your image there?
Bingo. This is for
Yay.
my face. So when I'm ready, I will click right here, Screencastify,
Okay.
and we have some choices here. You can choose the microphone that you want to use. You can choose your webcam to make sure it's ready.
Okay.
You have some other choices. So countdown. How much time do you want Screencastify to allow you to prepare your slide?
So that's the time we have and from when it starts recording from when we hit play. Okay.
Yep, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Drawing
Okay.
tools. This is useful in Chrome windows because it allows you to draw little lines, or it'll also put a little red circle around your clicker so you can better demonstrate when you are clicking on particular links. And finally, system audio. If you're going to show a video on your presentation, this is really helpful because it will capture the sound as it plays through your computer. So for example, if I play a YouTube video and I want system audio on, this will capture all the sound from the video, and I can pause the video and speak, and then I can play the video and the students will hear the video, and then I can pause the video and speak again.
So I have a question for you. Let me stop you there. With Google Slides, you have the ability to put in a YouTube video, as you mentioned. So even
Yeah.
though the YouTube video is built into the slide now, I still need to make sure that system audio is on and pink, correct?
Yeah, that will allow you to hear the best quality sound coming from that video.
Okay.
When your settings are good, you can hit record, and that will create a little window here where you can choose to share your screen. I will choose to share your entire screen. That way, if you perhaps use PowerPoint or you want to show something that's on your desktop and not on the Chrome browser per se, you can show anything that you'd like. So I'll click, when I'm ready, I click share.
All right, Ian, everything sounds good. How about you give us a demo? Take us from the very first part of opening up your presentation all the way to finish and save.
So when you give an interview, a very useful skill if you are the interviewer is to use follow up. Follow up can come in the form of questions or comments. Questions are useful when you want to extend or elaborate on what your guest is saying. For example, oh, can you tell me more about that moment when you really wanted to be a teacher? What did it feel like? Or, what do you mean when you said that the student had difficult behavior? Can you describe that a little bit? It allows you to get more information out of your guest by asking more specific questions to demonstrate your listening. In addition, you can also add comments. Comments are statements that allow you to either rephrase the guest's words to show you're listening, or allow you to inject your own ideas or stories. So, for example, so you're saying that when you treat students with a horizontal relationship rather than a vertical relationship, it builds a more trusting classroom atmosphere. Or, oh, that reminds me of when I was a high school student. I was not very kind to my teachers. So by using questions or comments, you can really expand upon the conversation, build rapport with your guest, and get the most detailed and specific answers that you want. Okay, I'm finished speaking on this slide. My video sounds good. I'm going to stop sharing over here. Now I'll open an automatic window right here. And now my video is automatically saving to Google Drive. So this video is already finished sharing. So I can do many things. I can copy a link. And if I paste this link here, it will give me a direct link to my Google Drive video.
Well, I have another question for you. If we want to look at our Screencastify videos, especially the one that we just recorded, do we have to log into Screencastify or do those save automatically to our Google Drive?
They automatically appear on Google Drive.
Yay!
They will appear in this folder right here called Screencastify, and it will list every single screencast video. Now it's saved in your Google Drive for as long as you need it. In addition to saving it to Drive, you can also immediately publish your video to YouTube, or you can also share it directly to Google Classroom.
But I have a question for you. I just
Yes.
recorded a video, but I said way too much. I want to trim it down or cut some out. Am I able to do that?
Yes, especially in the beginning and the end, it's very easy to trim the edges of a video. For example, if I spoke way too much in the first 10 seconds and I would like to delete this portion of my video, I click on these scissors and I bring them over.
Okay.
And the last 5 seconds was a very awkward silence. So I will trim the last 5 seconds here and I click Save Trim. Now, if these edges are permanently deleted, but if you don't like them, you can just delete them. Click Trim. It takes a couple of seconds, and then your video will be more compact and more smooth.
Nice. I like it.
You can also download your video if you want to work on an external editor as well. So I download my video, and here I can watch on my offline media player.
I think this is a great way to really personalize your lessons. Even though you can't be there with your students physically, they very much can see your lecture and your presence in the presentation.
It's very, very helpful for online learning. It's a very useful tool.
Yeah, this is an amazing tool. I think this will really help our trainees a lot, with recording lessons because everybody's stressed out these days about recording lessons. I know even myself, I'm stressed out, but you've showed us how to do this step by step and I feel pretty good.
I will give you one caveat, which is that if you use the free version of Screencastify, your videos are limited to 5 minutes in length. You can make
Ah,
unlimited you can make unlimited videos, but each video can only be 5 minutes.
oh, so you have to record in portions.
Yeah, so if you want to make a 10-minute video, you can make two 5 minute sections and then share them separately or combine them.
But what if I have a 25-minute lecture I have to give?
That's a good question. You could record 5 separate videos. That could get a little bit tiresome.
Right. What's my
Or
alternative?
you can purchase the full version from Screencastify.
Ah, okay.
The full version, if you use the educator's discount, is $29 or about 34,000 won for 1 year.
Okay. Is that unlimited or does it cap how many I can make at a time?
Nope, you can make as many videos of any length that you wish. The only limit
Nice.
is Google Drive storage.
That's probably true. That's why you, more than likely, if you have a Google Education account at your school, then you have unlimited storage. You could make it under that. If you make a lot of Screencastify videos, just make sure you have enough Google Drive storage then.
Yep, that's it. The only limit is Google Drive storage and your imagination.
Wow. Like always, Ian, you're just amazing at your knowledge of making videos and how to help our teachers prepare for their online lessons. So I just want to say thank you.
Oh, my
And
pleasure. And anything I can do to help.
yeah, I enjoyed our podcast. Let's do it again sometime.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Cheers.